My friend got caught by his wife with intimacy handcuffs in his work travel bag. Recently, within the last few years, my fiancé and I have been attempting to spice things up the bedroom and talked about what we like sexually and would prefer in the bedroom. After branching out with different kinks, toys, etc., we came to the idea that we'd like to try out group intimacy. Potentially a threesome is what we were planning originally. Come two good friends of ours that we've been acquainted with for years. We'll call them Sam and his wife Jada. After discussing it over and learning that Sam and Jada were also very open to the idea of group intimacy, we decided to get pretty drunk and have great intimacy. It was an adjustment at first for me to get over, but the chemistry that we all have as friends was great and nobody made it weird at all. Over the last 3 years we've probably had anywhere between 10 to 15 group intimacy/swings with Sam and Jada, and we also didn't use condoms the majority of the time since both my fiancé and Jada are on birth control and have almost no sexual history besides ourselves. Recently Sam got a new job that sometimes involved him traveling out of state for work trips and or work getaways where all his coworkers would go out of town to do whatever little work they had at car dealerships and then after work drink and get effed up a lot of the times. Jada had noticed for at least the last 6 months that one of their pairs of intimacy handcuffs had been missing, but because they have multiple pairs, she didn't think too much of it. After Sam came home from a work trip about a week ago, Jada opened his work travel bag to find not only the intimacy handcuffs, but also a butt plug and cock ring. Jada has brushed it off as no big deal and that somehow Sam packed them without noticing. But my fiancé and I cannot fathom any other possibility as to how he could have missed those 3 items and accidentally packed them in his work bag for travel. Because we occasionally have intimacy with them as a group. Am I the a-hole since my fiancé and I are now very concerned about Sam's potential cheating in his sexual health, i.e. STIs and things that could potentially be passed on to us? I have no idea how to approach either of them and am worried the next time they're wanting to have a foursome that we'll have to break down and explain why we're worried about the idea of Sam having been unfaithful on his work trips. How could he not have noticed big, metal, handcuffs as he unpacked and repacked his bag for the trips? Also, even if he used the butt plug and the cock ring for himself as pleasure, the handcuffs are a completely different matter altogether. So am I the a-hole for feeling concerned about this? Edit. Neither of us have any other sexual partners, that we know of, and we haven't had any sort of intimacy with them since April. Edit. After originally saying he had no idea how the items got there, Sam now says the cock ring and butt plug were for himself, but has no idea how the handcuffs got into his work bag.